It's the Krisha and Frank Show. Happy Monday. Happy
Hello.
new week.
Ooh, it is a new week.
Happy Washington's birthday.
It is Washington's birthday. Wow.
They used to have free admission back when you could go places to Mount Vernon on February 22.
Yeah?
Yeah, because it was Washington's birthday. The 1 year, day of the year, it would be free.
Huh.
I think.
Oh.
I hope I got that right, but it doesn't matter anyway. I don't think you can go
While
anywhere.
you're interneting your trivia, you can also go to krishaandfrank.com where you can
Please.
find our merch. You can find links to our Seymour Smokies episodes that we've done. We've got Ale Wine, and we've got Ober is out now.
And axe throwing, don't forget
Yeah.
axe throwing. Oh, and water tastes so good in my Krisha and Frank mug.
It really does taste better.
So if only I could remember that website. What's the woman's name?
You know...
All right. So I want to say thank you to whichever of my relatives it is.
Because you don't know?
I do know.
Okay.
But
You're just not going to call them out.
No, I'm excited that one of my relatives, who is of my mother's generation,
Yes.
not my generation, so
Yes.
has watched the show
Oh, that's so nice.
and enjoyed the show. We got a nice comment. It was forwarded I got it forwarded 3 times. It was triple forwarded.
Wow.
Because this relative had contacted my godmother, and then contacted my sister, and the question was, "What's the woman's name?" We lost the link. We were enjoying the show,
We don't know the woman's name.
but we forgot the woman's name, and now we can't find the show.
Like in my mind, there's a man sitting in a recliner, yelling across the house
To his wife.
going, "What's the woman's name? What's her name?
The one who's you have to type it in.
What woman?
The woman's name you have to type to watch Frank.
The one, like the conversation in my mind is like, what woman? What woman?
You know the one who is on the internet.
There's a lot of women on the internet. What are you talking about?
No, the one who lives at Frank's house.
What? Jerry.
Not her, the other woman.
Frank has another woman living in his house?
Well, she doesn't live there. I think she just goes there.
Well, who is that?
You know the woman.
I don't know.
All right.
Get out your phone. Text so-and-so.
Text Johanna. Call her. See if she knows the woman's name.
Johanna's like, the woman's name?
What woman?
It's about Frank. I'll just send it to his sister. Not you.
Well, my sister also has been very effusive about another part-time job I picked up.
Yes. Congratulations on your part-time job.
Thank you, because I love, this is my thing. You know,
You're back on the air.
I picked up a part-time job on FM radio.
Yes.
And I'm excited about it. And today, I guess, would be day 7, because I'm on Monday through Saturday.
Right.
And which is, part-time nowadays in the world of radio.
Weird.
So last Monday, President's Day, is my first day.
Yes.
And
that was my dentist appointment, one of my dentist appointment days.
And that connects. The stories connect. Because I am working on, I'm getting my little radio patter, my wacky comedy. And it's the 15th. It's the day after Valentine's Day. And you want to sound topical and relatable.
Right.
And meanwhile, I also was aware that you were going to the dentist because you went to see my dentist.
Yes, your dentist is fantastic.
Because I recommend it. In fact, I have a $25 coupon somewhere I have to give you.
They applied it already.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Because I forgot to.
They knew you had it and they applied it for me.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
All right.
They're my dentist. They're
quite good.
Yes.
So you wanted to give me an update
Excuse me.
as to how your dental visit was going or finished. Remember, you sent me going in, and then I got another text from you. I assume
Yeah.
after you were done.
Yeah, because I had a scale. Do you want to tell your radio story? Or do we want to combine our stories?
They combine. So I'm trying to get us up to the point of 10:08 a.m.
Okay. My appointment was very early on Monday morning, and I knew, we've talked about my teeth on the show quite a bit, and I have had dental issues for most of my life. And I was scheduled for a cleaning, but it was also like a scaling because I am this is in preparation for a lot of big work.
And this goes back, unfortunately, to when your mom was not a responsible parent and didn't take care of your teeth as a child, right?
Right. On one episode we talked about the retainer that I had to stop sucking my fingers, but I got braces and then never had dental care for like 5 or 6 years.
Well, your mom was not in a position to take care of you. Unfortunately, you were taking care of her.
Right. And so that will decay your teeth and will make for issues in your gums and stuff.
So my dentist is trying to fix you and help you.
Yes.
But it's a hard process. I can see why you would put it off. I can see why you would avoid it.
And it's not cheap.
It's brutal. Yeah, it's
also
expensive
not
and
cheap.
it's painful.
Yeah.
So you get your first treatment.
Monday, I went for my first treatment.
A week ago.
And if you have never experienced scaling, they go down in your gums with this like high pressure. It's like water picks that you can buy.
It's a power washer.
It's a pressure. Like she said, this is going to be painful. So if we need to numb you, we will. Like it would be painful for anyone with good dental care, with bad dental care. If you had this done, it's going to be painful. And she was like, so we'll get started and then you can let me know. By the way, look at how cute these are. Look at it. Right? They're shining. Ding. It was excruciating. Ooh. They had to come in and numb me, and it was the bottom, like the top isn't as much, but the bottom was excruciating. And they had to come in and numb me, and I had an empty stomach because it was early in the morning. And as I was leaving, it was like adrenaline, when you're hurting. Mm-hmm. I threw up in the parking lot.
And because we're friends, and because you had gone to my dentist, and because we do a show together, you send me a text. Meanwhile, I am on the air starting at 10 o'clock, but you don't do your first break. I know what happened. You don't do your first break at 10 o'clock. You play the news, or they play the news, and there's 1 or 2 songs. And then your first DJ talk break is when you get to... So I'm actually coming out of song number 2, going into song number 3, and I'm excited because it's the day after Valentine's Day, and I'm going to actually play a song that I really like because I'm a favorite. I enjoy the disco. I enjoy and I love Barry White.
Yeah.
And the song is
my first.
You're my first, my last, my everything.
My everything.
So I love that song. That's my number 1 Barry White song.
Yeah.
I like it. It's orchestral.
It's good.
It's a great song. So I say on the radio. The name of this, I say, hey everybody, it's Frank, I'm on the radio, and yesterday was Valentine's Day, and so I made my voice as deep as possible, and I said to my wife, you're my first, my last, my everything, and I'm excited, I heard my first break on the radio, I just made this loving comment to my wife, and the text lights up, and it's my best friend Krisha saying, I hated that so much, I threw up in the parking lot. Like, what? Like, what part? What part did you hate? I didn't step on the vocal. Do you hate the fact that I love my wife? No. Do you hate Barry White? What? I started hyperventilating. That was the first break. Are you upset that I got a part-time job? Are you? Because we really talked about making this our full-time job, but we both have to go get part-time jobs. And I'm going to work in radio, and you're probably going to work in theater because that's easier.
Right. I'm so sorry.
You hated that so much you threw up in the parking lot.
At what point did you realize that I was not talking about your break?
My mind is spinning. I'm like, where the hell is she? Oh. She's at the dentist. She might not have heard that.
I had no idea.
So I thought after I calmed down, I texted back, please tell me you're talking about the dentist and not about my radio program.
And I don't think my response was confirming that because I didn't realize, I thought you were kidding.
No.
Like when you texted me that, I think my response was like, ha ha.
No, I'm talking about, it played on the radio.
Yes.
A few seconds go by, and I get the text. And now, I would like to mention, if we go back...
Oh, my stomach hurts.
If we go back in time, remember all these different times I would play a song on the radio that I knew you liked, especially like Van Morrison, or what's that one, Pilot of the Airwaves by Charlie Dore, any of these old silly songs. And I would occasionally... every once in a while, I'd make some reference as I'm introducing the song. But I knew it was a reference that it was about. I'm talking to you and about you.
Right.
But most people, it just sounds like generic patter. But I'd say about 95% of the time that I ever did that, which means I didn't do it that often, but every couple of months I throw it out there. It seemed like you were always listening on the day that I happened to catch it. It's like we had this mental connection.
And it was like, there was one that I remember exactly where I was driving because it was so like, I had just turned on the radio.
Yeah, it probably had a little bit of a tease. It sounded plain on the air, but you would take it as just a little bit of a
I was pulling out of Sequoia Hills from staying at the Airbnb that I had rented. I was having a horrible day, and I had just turned on the radio. I turned right onto Kingston Pike, and I just turned on the radio, and you played from Jesus Christ Superstar.
It was probably Good Friday. I always would play that on Good Friday. It was not Murray Head, right?
Yeah.
Superstar. Or maybe it was Yvonne Elliman, I Don't Know How to Love Him. That's also
No. It was...
Jesus Christ Superstar.
Thank you.
Yeah. Because I think we talked about this on the show that the network had scheduled Lucretia McEvil by Blood, Sweat, and Tears, and I deleted it and replaced it with Superstar from the...
No, wait, it wasn't that song. It was from Godspell.
Oh, Godspell, Day by Day.
You played Day by Day from Godspell.
Yeah.
There was another time you played Jesus Christ
Well, because
Superstar.
those were the quote-unquote lost classics that I would slide in on my old job.
And the lost classic that you played that day was Day by Day, and it changed my entire day. And I was weeping in the car because you referenced me, but I knew you were shouting me out.
Yeah, but it was veiled because we had talked about at some point in our lives together that you were either liked that show or in that show.
Yeah, I love that show.
Yeah. So that's a little, it's a little closed circuit,
No, and
so that's what I thought had happened.
No.
When I played that song to my wife.
I said, I hated that so much, I threw up in the parking lot. And that was at 10:08. At 10:11, you said, please tell me you're talking about the dentist and not my first break on the radio. My only response was, ha ha ha. So I didn't even, because I thought you were kidding. So I was like,
no. I had put it out there a little bit. I was a little bit of a stretch of a break going, because I'm doing last night was Valentine's night, so I said so I made my voice as deep as possible, and I said to my wife, and then Barry White starts singing.
I like that my response was just, ha ha ha. But then we went on, and you said your timing was perfect. Yeah.
I hated that so much.
I said I'm known for my impeccable timing, but it was the dentist.
Yep. So have you...
I'm so sorry. It still makes me laugh because it was so perfect.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I hated that so much.
I threw up in the
parking lot.
How dare you? How dare you talk about your wife on the radio?
Because you know how much hearing you talk on the radio just makes me throw up in parking lot.
Hell, I wish I could say it was the only time.
Oh, man. Well,
let's take a mental visit, a mental break.
Yes.
A lovely trip.
Where's my hairdryer?
To the Hunt country of Northern Virginia.
Oh, Middleburg Barn, themiddleburgbarn.com. You can see all of the beautiful things. How are Fred and Ginger?
Fred and Ginger are
swans.
The hissing swans.
Yes.
Who, and you pointed out how angry swans get.
Yeah.
Maureen had the stable boys bring them inside to the horse stable, I guess, when the pond froze over. Well, they're back in their regular pond now. But Maureen says, here's what she wrote. They're finally free and frantically trying to get the horse smells out of their wings.
Oh.
She says they're so particular about being clean. They were doing oop-de-loops, flipping over. It was almost as if they were saying, is that hay up? No, I'm not going to say that. Maureen and I...
Maureen pulled no punches with what those swans were
Maureen and I
thinking.
often have vulgar conversations about
Apparently.
a number of things.
Can we show the video of the swans?
Yeah.
Getting the horse smell off of them?
Yeah, please enjoy. Look at them. He's just a slap in the water. Or she. Which one's Fred and which one's Ginger? I don't know.
It's so funny, though.
And then they go upside down into the pond.
But it is such a beautiful, it's a wedding venue. event space, private parties. They have the HVAC system with all the cleaning and the
Ultraviolet light.
the chandelier with the Swarovski crystals.
Oh, it's beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
Only a 25-minute drive from Dulles Airport, or 40 miles west of Washington, D.C., right on Route 50, which, by the way, runs right through Washington.
Does it?
It does. It becomes New York Avenue, and then it becomes Constitution Avenue, and then you keep going, and it becomes Route 50 again.
I'll have to check that out when we're up there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Straight shot.
But it was voted the 2020 Couples Choice Award for Wedding Wire. And it's so gorgeous. I can't wait to see it. Maybe I'll get to ride a horse and pet a swan.
Well, it's better than the other way around.
Ride a swan and pet a horse.
So, Maureen, we're trying to
Don't tempt me.
Work that out so we can come by and surprise you someday.
Yeah.
Maybe take a picture with Fred and Ginger, or with one
We'll
of them.
get our picture made with you.
Yeah. Call 540-687-5255 and tell Maureen, or if Fred answers the phone or Ginger answers the phone, you'll know. Because Maureen's much nicer than the swans. Promise you that.
But she does have the horse smell.
She loves her horses.
Yeah, I love horses.
She put a picture up the other day of many of the horses and dogs she's had over the years. And obviously, these ones in the pictures are all dead. She's remembering them.
Oh, yeah.
But I think she's got a burial ground somewhere out at the like a pet cemetery out of the
That's sweet.
farm. Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah. Speaking of text messages, your wife text messaged me.
This is odd to me because I wasn't even sure that you guys had each other's numbers, but
I didn't have her number.
Oh, but she still had yours from back when we were doing the shows.
I did used to have her number, but when I got my new phone, I deleted all contacts, and I did it purposefully. Like,
so did you text her back, who dis?
No, she said, "Hey, this is Jere."
Okay.
That was how she started.
What did she say?
She told me to ask you about your wedding ring.
It's here. I got it. It's fine. I'm wearing it.
Why would she tell me to ask you about your wedding ring?
When was the text?
Last week.
All right. Well, there was a little thing that happened.
Yes, don't say. I don't know this story. I really don't.
So what I was...
what had happened was...
Well, I was sitting... we were working on one of my other part-time job is TV, Scholars Ball.
Yes.
And she's helping me go through some of the bonus questions and find the ones that have been marked out or changed or whatever, and we're going to retype some of the new ones.
Yes.
So she's got a stack, and I've got a stack, and I'm sitting on that little love seat couch in the office, and she's on the regular couch in the living room. And I'm fumbling with them, and they've got these paper clips. The paper clips are bent out of shape, and I'm just kind of mindlessly fiddling. I'm doing this. I'm fiddling with my hand, and I'm fiddling with the papers, and I drop something into the seat in between the couch cushion and the couch. And I am convinced that I have fiddled with my wedding ring and it's fallen off me, because I've done that once or twice before. Yeah. Usually it's someplace, it's on the floor.
Is that your original wedding ring?
This is the one that I bought during the O.J. Simpson slow speed chase. So no, it's not my original wedding ring. I had a nicer one that has the softer edges. It's more comfortable, comfort fit.
Okay.
The original one was super cheap, and because we're
like your memory is buying it during the O.J. Simpson slow speed.
We went to Bean's wife was working in a jewelry store at the mall, and we went to her jewelry store so she could set me up and do something with Jerry's ring and get me a new band.
Yeah.
And we're like, what's all the commotion? Because everyone's gathered around the electronics stores.
Yeah.
And all the TVs are showing the O.J. Simpson slow speed chase.
Okay.
Which was around the time of our wedding anniversary. So, anyway, so I'm like, oh no, Jerry, I can't find the thing. And I'm reaching, I'm pulling up the couch, and there's that paper clip, and I put it aside, and I'm tearing, and it's not in there. It's not anywhere in the couch. And we're thinking, she's like, well, get a knife. We're going to cut open the couch if we have to.
Okay.
And this reminds me of a time my sister thinks she lost a ring when she was babysitting for us, and we never found it. I don't know how we lost it, but we thought we found the furniture. So I'm like, oh, I don't want to cut up the couch. But she's take off this cushion, reach in there, get your hand in there as far as you can. And I look down at my hand. I'm like, I found it.
Oh my God.
Found it.
It was on your hand.
It was the paper clip that I had been fiddling with, this big, giant, super thick paper clip, that's what had fallen into the thing. And when I go reaching in there, and I paper clip, I got rid of that right out of the way. And I'm so mentally convinced that I've dropped the ring.
That you don't even notice.
And it's on.
Or look at...
No, this went on for minutes, several minutes of us panicking. And those couch cushions are Velcroed, apparently. So you hear that sound. So it really sounds bad. And you're like...
Someone, you were about to stab your knife into...
Yeah, we're about to cut open the good couch.
Yeah.
Trying to find the ring.
The first night that James and I ever spent together, we were laying on the couch watching a movie, and he thought he saw a spider crawl down the arm of the couch. And James has a huge phobia of spider, like hates spiders. Tore the entire couch apart, flipped it over, could not sit back down, never found the spider. I don't think there was an actual spider, but that was the very first night that we ever spent like an evening together.
Oh my,
yeah,
that's not a great first impression.
No, he tore the couch apart looking for a spider.
Oh, it was miserable. I was miserable about it. You know what? I hated it so much I almost threw up in the parking lot. Should have texted you.
Please tell me you're not talking about my first break on the radio. Oh, it really was terrible.
I know.
Not your break.
Oh, I know. It was fine.
I'm sure it was good. I'm sorry I didn't hear it.
No, I know you. I'm glad you didn't hear it because I don't want to know what you think now.
It sounds like it was great. Well, I'm glad that you found your not lost wedding ring.
Yeah, it was on my finger.
Are you okay?
You think I'm getting dementia?
I mean...
What do you think?
I'm
pretty sure heart disease is going to take me out long before dementia.
Stop saying that.
I mean, just playing the odds. You know, you ever try to buy? I looked to buy life insurance. Sorry, I was trying to get your attention.
All right, Frank with 2 Ks.
I go online to see if I can get life insurance for 30 years to cover the mortgage and everything. Right.
Right.
It's not available.
Why? You're too old.
Can't get 30 years. It just looked at me like, you can't be serious. Can you add the numbers together and now tell us that you want 30 years worth of life insurance? It's not possible.
You don't have life insurance?
I did for my whole life until recently.
I even have life insurance.
I forgot.
Horrible at life.
As of September 30th, I apparently don't, and I didn't think about it until Megan saw me mention it on this show or something. No, what did she do? Jere made a joke. Jere made a joke on Facebook about that I should, before we go axe throwing,
yes,
that I should get some life insurance. And Megan calls up and goes,
"You don't have life insurance?
You better get some life insurance."
It's probably a good idea we didn't go skiing at Ober then. It was precarious enough with that ice skates.
So yeah, I'm shopping, I'm finding, I'm looking, I'm doing all the things. But Megan said, "Well, make sure you get enough." To cover.
You're bad at life. If my bad at life ass has life insurance, then you don't.
It's my own fault because I've had it through work up until 6 months, not even 6 months ago.
Yeah.
So I just had to fix it. I just had no idea it was that expensive, and it's probably because...
I mean, we might know some people.
Yeah. Well, if you want to buy an ad, if you'll advertise on this show, I'll patronize you. That's how it goes, right?
Right, because we don't have to worry about those things, do we?
Well, I mean, it's a different rule. We're open about it. We're not hiding it.
No.
I didn't hide the fact that I paid Steve's Tree Service, and then they paid me paid us for ads. What do you think, we're giving away the ads?
No. We are definitely not. If you would like to advertise, you can email us. You can find that through our website.
How about a business? You can call our business card.
Yeah, KrishaandFrank.com or 865, I have to look at it, 236-0399. Feel free to text and or call, because I don't give out my number.
Yeah, but this one you can buy ads.
Yeah.
So, hey, gentlemen, send us a text. We'll sell you an ad.
Jim with 2 M's.
All right.
Let's
go.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Goodness gracious.
Have a good Monday.
How do you feel?
I feel great.
Not going to throw up?
No.
The show is okay. You're okay with the show?
The show is good.
All right. Thanks. Bye.